This is KVUE News Daybreak.
Greg Kelly, a Christian man. I'm an innocent man.
An interview with a man convicted for sexually assaulting a 4-year-old. New information in his case would set him free. What he's saying about his time in prison and his hope for the future. And families on edge in one local Central Texas city this morning. What the Del Valle Police Department saying about a string of unsolved murders. And President Trump expected to make a big announcement today on the Paris Climate Change Agreement. What his decision could mean for the United States. Good Thursday morning to you, and thank you for joining us for KVUE News Daybreak at 4:30. I'm Brian Mays. Let's begin with a chance of rain today. What we're tracking with Storm Team meteorologist Erica Lopez. Hi, Erica.
Hello, Brian. Good morning. That's right. Still continuing to talk about rain shower chances and also temperatures near average this morning. This is what you're waking up to. Near 70 degrees for Austin, currently at 69. We're in the lower 60s for the Hill Country and also closer to 70 degrees for eastern counties. LaGrange, you are at the 70-degree mark this morning. Widespread for the Lone Star State. Our coolest spot is across the Panhandle, 57 degrees this morning. That's where the cooler pocket of air is, of course, closer to the coast, a little bit stickier and a little bit warmer. Right now, 69 both at Cam Mabry and ABIA, a couple degrees cooler. Dew points remain in the mid to upper 60s, so the humidity in the atmosphere continues to dominate us here in Central Texas. Your rush hour forecast, so spotty showers possible this morning. We do have a good chance for Central Texas and also the majority of our viewing area to battle some of those isolated showers. So we're calling it a 40% chance of a passing shower this afternoon. Temps should remain in the 80s. Also, Brian, back to you.
Erica, thank you. All new this morning, APD investigating a shooting in North Austin that sent one man to the hospital. This happened just before 1 a.m. this morning on Shagbark Trail and Shady View Drive near West Palmer Lane. According to Austin Travis County EMS, a man in his 20s was taken into surgery, but this morning there's no update on his condition. Officers say there's not a lot of information at this time, but the man was the only person hurt.
I've become really excited.
A once promising high school football player has been in prison for nearly 3 years now, serving a 25-year sentence. A Williamson County jury convicted Greg Kelly of sexually assaulting a 4-year-old boy. KVUE's Tony Plahetsky went to Huntsville to talk to Kelly after news last week that the Texas Rangers are now investigating whether someone else could have committed the crime.
And we get to visit just like this, right over there.
Greg Kelly is a man consumed with thoughts of the outside world.
I've become really excited because my hope is skyrocketed on going home before I'm 44. I've got my faith and my hope in something that's greater than me, that the truth will come forward.
That truth, he says, is that a Williamson County jury wrongfully convicted him. 3 years ago, they found that Kelly sexually assaulted a 4-year-old boy. Kelly was staying with his best friend, whose mother owned an in-home daycare at the time. Last week, prosecutors confirmed that the Texas Rangers are now investigating this man, Kelly's best friend, Jonathan McCarty. They say they consider him a suspect.
At first, I truly believed that nothing happened, and I stuck on that for a very long time. As time went on and my private investigation kind of unfolded, I figured out that wasn't the case, and that completely blew my mind.
Since his imprisonment, Kelly says he has spent the days thinking about who he is and who he wants to be.
A Christian man. I'm an innocent man. As in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I have a desire to do a lot of good in the world. I want to be a husband and a father with Christian morals and principles and values.
But for now, he waits.
I'm just going to let time take its course. And I want to, and someday, we're all going to know the truth here.
That's Tony Plahetsky reporting from Huntsville. Now, a hearing is set for the first weekend of August in the Williamson County District Court. A judge there will decide whether to uphold Kelly's conviction or order a new trial, or could possibly declare Kelly innocent. Whatever that ruling is, the decision will automatically then go to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. Child Protective Services getting a major overhaul. This comes after Governor Greg Abbott signed 4 bills into law yesterday reforming the agency that overlooks CPS. Yesterday, Abbott gave his approval for the bills, revamping how the Department of Family and Protective Services helps children. House Bill 4 gives a year of financial assistance to low-income families who take in foster care children they're related to. House Bill 5 makes DFPS a standalone agency, reporting directly to the governor. And House Bill 7 reforms court processes and procedures to reunite parents and children faster. Senate Bill 11 includes several changes, from making sure children get medical exams and tracking perpetrators accused of continuous abuse to expanding community-based care, allowing local and religious organizations to place children in homes and manage their cases. All 4 bills go into effect on September 1st. Today, we could find out when Governor Greg Abbott will make an announcement on a special session. The governor addressed the issue yesterday after signing those 4 bills into law. Many think he'll call a special session because lawmakers failed to pass a sunset bill to allow the Texas Medical Board to continue operating. There may be a legal fix for that, but Abbott previously said he wanted lawmakers to pass bills related to property tax relief and bathroom privacy, but that didn't happen either. So many are waiting to find out what the governor will do. Abbott says right now he's going through hundreds of bills passed by lawmakers, deciding whether to pass or veto them. He needs to continue that process. New information this morning on the phone call that sparked a scuffle between state lawmakers. This happened back on Monday after a representative told other lawmakers he called immigration officials on protesters in the Capitol building. ICE officials originally told ABC News they were not aware of receiving any calls, but now they are retracting that statement. Matt Rinaldi, a Republican representative from Dallas County, claims he called ICE agents on Sanctuary City's protesters at the Capitol. ICE again initially denied the claims, but yesterday they said after, quote, a more careful review, a call was actually made. The ICE Homeland Security Investigation Department now getting a formal report on the call. There have been several homicides in Del Valle over the past 5 months, and arrests still need to be made. That's the reason for a town hall meeting last night in Travis County with Travis County Sheriff Sally Hernandez. Residents gathered to hear an update on the ongoing investigations. There have been arrests in 4 of the cases, but 3 are still open. The department says solving them is its highest priority.
This is what the town hall meeting was all about, to relieve those fears, to tell them that we are taking all of this very seriously and working these crimes.
We owe it to the community to ensure that if there's people out there that are responsible for homicides, that we need to get them locked up and held accountable for what they've done.
So far this year's murders are up compared to 2016. Scary scene here. 2 bounty hunters and a wanted fugitive killed in this terrifying shootout inside a North Texas car dealership. This happened yesterday at a Nissan dealership in Greenville, about an hour northeast of Dallas. Officials say a 33-year-old Gabriel Bernal and 54-year-old Fidel Garcia from Corpus Christi attempted to arrest 49-year-old Ramon Hutchinson of Minnesota, but the arrest ended in a shootout between the 3 men. The employees ran for cover. Nearly 20 shots were exchanged between the men in a span of about 6 seconds. No one else was hurt but those 3 men. The dealership remains closed while officials continued the investigation on this deadly shooting. All 3 men were killed. Former FBI Director James Comey could testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee as early as next week. The Senate wants to know about the nature of Comey's encounters with President Trump and whether Comey took notes of their meetings. Senators also want to know if the president pressured Comey to go easy on former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Sources say Comey will not be allowed to discuss evidence in the investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election. Happening today, President Donald Trump will announce whether the United States will remain part of the Paris Climate Agreement, an initiative to fight climate change. Many consider the agreement part of former President Barack Obama's environmental legacy. Nearly 200 nations joined and agreed to cut carbon emissions. The only countries that haven't signed, Syria and Nicaragua. Our president has spoken about reviving the coal industry and slashing environmental protections he believes keep that industry from rebounding. Things heating up at NASA, quite literally. Next summer, officials will send a solar probe to our sun's atmosphere, 7 times closer to the sun than any other spacecraft in history. Scientists will be able to collect data to understand how stars work and monitor and predict solar flares, which impact satellites. Set to launch from Florida in the summer of next year. Time now to get a look at our forecast with Erica Lopez. Erica, a bit of rain yesterday and more expected today.
That's right. A decent amount of rain shower activity we've seen the last few days. Even though some areas not seeing any rain at all, other areas have seen a good couple of inches in the last couple of days. So here's what you're waking up to this morning. We still are talking rain shower chances, about a 40% chance for your morning commute. It's very cloudy out there. We should have peaks of sunshine later this afternoon, but as you're heading out the door, temperatures in the 60s and mostly cloudy. This is hour by hour what we're tracking, a 40% chance of showers on and off scattered, and temperatures should remain under 90 degrees yet again, a couple degrees under average. I know we've been talking about rain shower chances the past several days. Here's what it looks like so far. The last 7 days of what we picked up, Camp Mabry, about almost half an inch on Sunday. 2/100 of an inch was recorded yesterday with some passing showers over Austin Metro. Today, we have a chance of picking up some more rain shower activity. So again, this was just a report in Camp Mabry, but a lot of folks, especially across the hill country, have seen much more rainfall totals the last several days. 88 degrees is your forecasted high today, so 40% chance of scattered showers could add some more rainfall into our accumulation here in Austin. Brian, back to you.
Erica, thank you. Looking for something to do this weekend? Well, round up the kids and the fishing poles, because you do not need a license to fish this weekend in Texas. That's right. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department will allow Texans a free fishing day on Saturday. Means you can catch fish at any of the state's lakes or ponds, and no license is needed, as long as you abide now by the state's bag and size regulations. To find out what those rules are, you can head to our website, KVUE.com. On burying the dead, why a group of Texas college students are doing just that. And the new video this morning showing moments leading up to Tiger Woods' DUI arrest will show that to you after the break.